Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel IELTS Made Easy. Yeah, I'm back after a pause because I was just sorting out and figuring out few things for myself. So we would continue today from where we did leave last time, and I know I covered quite a lot of points in speaking part 1. So today we would be covering speaking part 2, which is the cue card, as well as the follow-up discussion round, which is speaking part 3. So I would request everybody to watch this video till the end, because just like the speaking part 1 video, I would be sharing some important key pointers that would help around all IELTS aspirants. I've just started up this channel. Maybe it's for a very short duration because I really want to help IELTS aspirants globally. One more thing, if at all you're watching this and you're not an IELTS aspirant, but you know somebody, or you know a group, or you know a particular faculty of people who's actually going to take IELTS exam, please share this video with them because this might be useful for them. All right, so now we would get started. So today I'll be covering speaking part 2 and part 3, which is nothing but the cue card round as well as the follow-up discussion round. So guys, you are done with speaking part 1, which is nothing else but the general info round, which is like the examiner wants to know a bit more about you. So that round will normally take 4 minutes, and then round 2 or part 2 is the cue card round. Now this round, or the duration of this round, is 3 minutes, and that's it. So now what happens is that the examiner would be giving you a set of questions which would be there on a card. Not on a card, basically on a paper, and then you would be given 1 minute of time to think and jot down some pointers, and then 2 minutes of time to speak about it. So that is how this round goes. Again, few important things. You'll have to speak with the mask on, so practice that, because it's you who would be speaking or talking, not the examiner. So keep that in your mind. Second important pointer is that just be yourself. Be you, who you are. Don't try to copy somebody else just to impress the examiner. All right, just be you. Be smart, be confident, and just keep smiling when you're talking. All right, just be yourself, guys. So I will share my experience about the cue card. So for my IELTS academic, which just happened in the month of April, I was asked about a cafe. Which is the cafe which you visited? When did you visit? Did you like the cafe? If yes, why? How was the ambience, etc., etc. So it was around that. You know what? I was given this sheet of paper with this. I just started writing. Just started point 1, barista, and then I remembered that in 2018 I went to Leopold Cafe in Mumbai, and that has so many different things. It has witnessed such a terrible thing. So I thought, and I could feel that when I was there. So I thought, let me write about Leopold Cafe because I had visited that place. So I just striked off Barista Cafe and I wrote Leopold Cafe, Mumbai, and then I started jotting the key pointers. Like I went 2018, what did I like? I liked the food, I liked that vibe. I was really touched by those bullet marks which they are still in place, and what we can learn, or what we can think of seeing that. So all those pointers I just wrote. I tried to finish everything within a minute, and then the examiner, she told me, yes, now you can speak. So now I started speaking about Leopold Cafe, Mumbai. So now what happened is that since I had visited that cafe, I had so many things to talk about. All right. So I think I took my entire 2 minutes talking about the cafe, and I was talking, and the examiner told me, yeah, 2 minutes are over, you can stop. And then I stopped immediately. Guys, if you're talking on the topic that you've got and the examiner asks you to stop, stop. Don't talk further, or don't say that can I complete this, or I'll just take 30 seconds to complete. No, stop means stop. Even if you have started with a sentence and he or she asks you to stop, you have to stop. So I was in the mid of sentence. That lady, she asked me to stop and I did stop. Okay, so keep that in mind. The other thing which I hope you've got what I wanted to say, that you will be given a set of questions around a particular topic. My topic was my visit to a cafe. Topic can be anything. It can be a gift that you got, or a place that you visited, or something that you do as a part of hobby or pastime. It can be anything. All right. So you would be given 1 minute of time to write if you want to write anything, and then 2 minutes of time to speak about it. So when you're speaking, you can actually refer to your paper while you speak. That's fine. And when you're speaking, your answers, it's okay if it's in order. It's not okay, and it's okay even if it's not in order. So even if you are talking or you're answering questions which is not in sequence, it's okay as long as you are talking. The main thing here is that you have to talk for 2 minutes till the examiner asks you to stop. But the thing is that you have to talk on what is written in the question. You can't talk something else. So if you have been asked about a cafe, you need to talk about the cafe you visited and the questions that have been written. So now that answering of questions, you can do as per your liking. You can go sequence wise, or you can go, maybe you have touched base on first point and then you're going on third point and then second point. But don't talk something which is different from what you've been asked. I hope you've got this. It's a very simple round, and examiner just wants you to talk for 2 minutes, and the examiner will give you one full minute to write of what you're going to talk. Don't write in big sentences, write in pointers. Like cafe, which cafe, where, which year, what did you like? Just write those words so that when you're talking, and if you're like forgetting, you can just see what you've written. Okay, ambience, I did like the ambience of that place. All right. Now, part 3 will just be a follow-up or the discussion round based on part 2, which is the cue card round. So for me, for academic, since it was like cafe, so part 3 discussion questions. Now the duration of part 3 will be around 4 minutes. So, and the examiner will ask different questions, I mean, which will revolve around the question that you were asked in part 2. So for me, it was cafe. So my part 3 question was all about socialization and friendship and new connects. Is it good? Is it bad? And how flexible are we to settle in a new environment? Should we make new friends, or should we just stick to the old friends? Now, please understand, there is no right or wrong answer to these questions. Each and every person will have a different view altogether. The examiner just wants you to talk. He or she is not even bothered of what you're talking, or if you're saying is what she also believes in or not. That person just wants you to talk. So whatever questions she's asking, just talk about a minute. She'll ask you other question, talk about a minute or 1.5 minutes, and then she'll ask. So it would be a discussion or a follow-up questions based on the cue card question that you would be asked. Okay. Now for my IELTS General, I remember that my cue card question was that what was the last time you woke up early in the morning and why, and were you happy, and etc etc. That time there would have been many such examples, but that time one thing got hit in my mind, and that was the Mahabaleshwar trip. So I just wrote Mahabaleshwar trip and blah blah blah, which year, yes, I was happy because I was going to see a beautiful hill station, blah 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 blah. I wrote everything, I spoke. After that, my follow-up or the discussion round questions were that, is it okay to get up in the morning? Are you comfortable getting up in the morning? What are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? How can you use that time positively, and everything? So guys, the questions will be very easy, and it would be something that you have done. It's just that be confident and just speak. All right. So now again, I would tell you the criterias, and one thing that is very important as part of speaking is that in speaking, task achievement is not one of the judging criterias. What are the judging criterias? The grammar, the vocabulary, the fluency, and the pronunciation. You just need to keep talking, keep showing the examiner that I'm a confident speaker and I use different kind of vocabs and words, and I'm okay while I speak. So that is the only thing that you have to convey to the examiner. All right. So I'll just give you my example. When I was in the discussion round, which is the part 3 speaking follow-up round, she asked me one question which I think I got freaked out. So I just told her that, can you please rephrase the question and let me know. But by that time, the time was out. All the 14 minutes were over. And she just told me, I asked her and she told me, this is the end of your IELTS speaking test. And that's it. I was not able to complete that question. Mind it, my band was not affected by that because I was very confident while I was speaking for the rest of the questions that I was asked. Okay, so just don't think that if you could not, complete the set of questions that he or she will be asking, your bands will be deducted. No, that is not the case. I still got 7.5 out of 9 in IELTS speaking academic. However, in general, I remember I got 8 because I covered all the questions. But this 0.5 marks which got deducted, I'm not sure what was the reason, but certainly it was not the task achievement. Task achievement was not the reason. All right, because that is not the judging criteria for IELTS speaking. Even if examiner has one or two questions which was not covered, that is fine. You will not be judged based on the task achievement. All right. So guys, cue card round, 1 minute to jot, 2 minutes to speak, and just stop when the examiner asks you to stop. Don't say that, can I get 30 more seconds to complete? Can I get one more minute to complete? No, you need to stop. And discussion or follow-up questions, just the questions around the cue card. So just answer what you believe is true. All right. Just be yourself. Be who you are. Don't try to be somebody else to impress the examiner. No, whatever you believe in, speak. They just want to see how you speak and how you talk. Now, if you have got a question in the cue card, which is like something that you have not done, you can't say that I haven't visited any place before, so I would not be able to answer this question. No, you can't say that. You have to talk about the topic you have got. So guys, one good thing, one tip that I would be giving you is that even if you have not, visited a place as being asked in the cue card round, you would have listened maybe by your colleague, by your friend, by your family, by your near and dear ones about some of the places that they visited, you can borrow their story and talk. And then, when you will talk, you can add few of your imaginative things as well. The target is to just keep talking for 2 minutes. So you cannot say that I haven't cooked a dish, or I haven't visited a place, or I don't read a book. No, you have to talk. So even if it's not your story, borrow somebody else's story and talk. All right. Last but not the least, I would just make you go through the pointers that are very important for speaking. And here they are. Don't memorize the answer. Don't use big and unfamiliar words. Use a range of grammar and vocab. Just show to the examiner that you have quite a lot of words. Don't worry about your accent, because people from different countries will have different accent. Avoid using fillers. I think well is a good word which you can put as part of filler. Extend your answer. Try to make your answer, in between 3 to 4 lines, so that examiner thinks that, okay, fine, she or he is good at speaking. Just smile, and while you're talking, just be confident, be at ease, be yourself, and don't speak in a monotone. Let graph be like this. It shouldn't be like this, flat. All right. So I think I have covered everything as part of speaking. Task achievement is not one of the judging criterias. The criterias are fluency, vocabulary, grammar and pronunciation. And just be yourself, guys. Practice wearing a mask. Remember the rules. Remember how this cue card happens. 1 minute to jot down and 2 minutes to talk. You have to finish when the examiner asks you to stop. You have to finish wherever you are. All right, and just be yourself. Just relax, calm down and talk. All right. So today we are completing speaking. In my next video, I'll start with writing. I know writing for general and academic differs, but that I would be covering in my next video. So guys, stay tuned and happy IELTS preparation, and just be yourself, and talk to you later. Cheers. Bye-bye.